Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Jittery J's Reacts. Do that. Jittery J Reacts. Sorry. Uh, I'm just excited because I actually get to react to a new Samson. He just dropped What About Us a few hours ago. And it was suggested to me by Jeremy Kent. Thank you for that. Heads up there. So let's get into this and see what he's got to say this time. Few minutes, they'll take a mile. Every time.
Don't tread on me. Those are words that I stand by, homie.
Wow.
It doesn't mean I'm gangster, it doesn't mean I'm country. It means that my life is in my hands only. I don't have money for security. I don't have armed guards that I keep snug around me. You don't think I deserve protection like you do, and that means you don't give a fuck about me. Gated community, that's what you live in. Hatred and mutiny, that's what we live in. So come down here and hang with us for a minute. See if you leave with the same fucking opinion. Who's gonna help me out if I get robbed? What if somebody were to beat up my mother? Who's gonna be there to save our lives? You? Nah, me, motherfucker. I'm the only one that's got my back. It's doggy dog.
Right on. I like this beat. I like the message. And he's got a point. You're the only one that's got your back. For certain. People can say they got your back all they want. But when shit goes down, that's when you really know. You're the only one that's got your back. Especially these days. You gotta live your life for yourself. Because yeah. It used to be people actually looked out for each other. But these days it's like people don't even know their neighbors anymore. So nobody leaves their houses. They go to work, they come home, spend time online, which thank you for that, by the way, because that helps us reactors on YouTube. But anyway, getting off topic. Yeah, the only one that's got your back for sure is you. That's the only person you can count on 100% having you. Is you. Some of us learn that the hard way.
And hang with us for a minute. See if you leave with the same fucking opinion. Who's gonna help me out if I get robbed? What if somebody were to beat up my mother? Who's gonna be there to save our lives? You? Nah, me, motherfucker. I'm the only one that's got my back. It's dog eat dog, these are not no cats. There's cops in Michigan that can't even respond to their calls because their cars ain't got no gas. Great. Police don't have any fuel. You don't know if they'll arrive when you call them. The babies are starving. My girlfriend can't find a tampon, and yet somehow you and I are the problem. Somehow. I've never brought a gun.
Exactly. That's where we the problem. It's the people calling all the shots that are the issue. It always has been. Always will be. Oh, what are we doing
Starving,
now?
my girlfriend can't find a tampon, and yet somehow you and
Hang on, we got frozen. I'm gonna try this one more time. Let's go back to
cars ain't got no gas. Great. Police don't have any fuel. You don't know if they'll arrive when you call them. The babies are starving. My girlfriend can't find a tampon, and yet somehow you and I are the problem. Somehow. I've never bought a gun without having my background scanned and approved. The only loophole I've seen on a gun is the one that you put a fucking lanyard through.
hello. What happened to
It's
this
not
video?
true that you can go to the store and just swipe your card and get a Glock and run. It's funny, the people that say that shit have literally never even shot one. Dumbass. Hey, Matthew McConaughey. Shut the fuck up. Just because you murdered people on screen doesn't mean you know shit about guns, you dumb fuck. What? You worried about us? What about all of those violent movies that you played? How about you go talk to Alec Baldwin before you start telling me what to do, okay?
Exactly.
Uvalde, I was horrified.
Yeah, go talk to your buddy, Alec. Find out. Yeah. That was a clear case of someone who shouldn't have a gun. As someone who knows nothing about it. That's why they give what kills me is they give safety classes for your CCW. But and to get a gun permit, but not to buy a gun. Anybody can buy a gun. Problem is, not everyone is mature enough to understand the implications of using one. For, I don't know, for like a lot of the gangs and stuff, there's no real value of life because they don't see it around them anywhere. So can you blame them? Yeah.
But you go talk to Alec Baldwin before you start telling me what to do, okay? Uvalde, I was horrified by it. That's your hometown, you were born right by it. It probably cuts deep, and I hope that it does, cause you work in an industry that glorifies violence. It's more your fault than it will ever be mine. Lord only knows how many crimes that you've influenced throughout your whole career, cause I've seen you kill people plenty of times. What do you think is gonna cause a shooting? A YouTube video of a gun review? Or a Hollywood murder scene that seems so realistic it looks like it's from the news? So next time that you wanna point your finger with a stupid opinion and chime in with it, remember, it ain't me that they're trying to be like, dog. It's you that they're trying to mimic. I feel
Exactly. Life imitates art. It always has. And the only reason it wouldn't is if art was imitating life. Think about it. There's only two ways we can have it.
It's you that they're trying to mimic. I feel way more safe in a place where the people are legally armed. If something happens like a mass shooting, I have a way less chance of being lethally harmed. A criminal is gonna think twice if he knows everybody is a piece underneath their clothes. And Mayor Lightfoot will probably tell you different, but have you seen Chicago? And no, before you ask, I don't wanna be like Canada either. And I don't wanna be like Australia. I'm sick of everybody using them as a humanity meter. There's a reason that they can do whatever they want to their citizens, like fucking throw them in camps. And there's a reason that our government doesn't even try that shit, cause they know that they can't. If you don't think for one split second that if we didn't have our Second Amendment, the government wouldn't overstep its boundaries and make us do shit even when we're against it, you're out of your mind. I don't give a damn where you stand or how or what you vote. That's dandy and fine if you trust Uncle Sam, but I, for one, fucking don't. And why would I? What have they done? Give me a reason for me to believe them. They want to...
Right? What have they done? What has government done for the people at all in the past 20 years? Strictly for the people, mind you. Not something with an agenda towards getting something else passed, but strictly for the people. You never see that. We haven't seen that in this country since it was started. Trust me on that.
Trade me a little security in exchange for a big ass piece of my freedom.
Are you serious?
They don't want to take away guns because they care about you and they want to keep you safe at night. They want to take away guns because it's easy to control people if they don't have any way to fight. Hey buddy, what your little AR-15 gonna do when the government comes to take it? Well, Ukraine started handing out rifles to all of their citizens when the Russians invaded, so what about that? I thought it wouldn't help. I guarantee that it'd be better than nothing. I hope it never does, but if the day comes, I bet that you're gonna wish that you had something. This is the only country on earth where the people have real strength. And nowadays, with all the shit going on, it's the only thing that makes me feel safe. If there's anything that I've learned in the past couple years looking back at the pandemic, all of the shit that we have is fragile, and it could snap at any second. Fuck all of the politicians. I don't trust anything they say. Take the word gun out of gun control, and that's all that it is at the end of the day. I don't give a fuck how crazy you think that I look or I sound when I say this shit, but our Second Amendment's the only thing that stands between us and a dictatorship.
Got a point. It's the only thing. It's easy to lead unarmed civilization. Easy. So what are they going to do against you?
And as for the kids, I'm not a security expert, so I won't act like one. But I think that if we can send over $50 billion to Ukraine, we could surely spend that much, or more, or less, here in our own country to fortify our schools and make them more secure so that every kid can get an education safe and sound.
Right.
Place several trained armed guards in every school across America. You know, real men who won't stand by for 45 minutes in the hallway while a shooting unfolds in front of their own eyes.
Right.
And pay them well, too. There's veterans that need the work. Why not protect our kids the same way that we protect you? Politicians are protected by guns. Celebrities are protected by guns. Every important person that walks this earth is protected by a gun. But our kids?
Right.
They're important. Just not as much as you.
I like that. Samson always makes you think. And it's in an entertaining way, which gets a good beat, get a good rhythm, and you can put a message in there and pound it into place without people realizing you're doing it. And you can get your point across easier with like music or poetry or even acting. How do you think they influence all these kids? They have to see it somewhere. Yeah, Samson always makes you think. I really like this. I don't know what the glitches in the video were. I'm going to go watch it on YouTube and find out if it's messing up on there as well as on OBS. Because I tried backtracking and it was the same thing in the exact same spots. So I'm kind of wondering if they glitched his video or something. I'll find out in a few minutes. But anyway, if you like that, hit me with a like and subscribe. And if you would, shoot on over to Samson's channel and do the same for him. He really deserves it. But yeah, hit that notification bell so you know when I drop my next video. And that's gonna just about do it for this one. So I'm going to wrap this up and I will see you on the flip side. Have a good night.